Yeah. So, yo, as y'all remember from the last story, we had rushed Midtown Manhattan for the Silk Crizzies, you know what I'm saying? We hit Lord and Taylor up in Midtown Manhattan, and mad lowlifes got hemmed up, as y'all remember, as y'all can recall from the last story, coming down the escalators, you know what I'm saying? Lowlifes got hemmed up, you know what I mean? I was able to make it out, bolted down the long block with the D on me. I had the big ass Tim boots on, you know what I mean? Luckily, I got away, you know what I mean? Unfortunately, I didn't catch the Silk Crizzies, but yo, we was on a hunt for the Silk Crizzies, and it was our whole purpose and our aim to have them joints in our wardrobes, because like I said, having the Silk Crizzies in your wardrobe, it was a part of the historical experience, you know what I'm saying? And yo, we was on a hunt. So on a whole different occasion, we decided to hit White Plains, you know what I'm saying? Because we already knew that, you know what I'm saying? They had the Silk Crizzies and Lord and Taylor. So we know that, you know what I mean? It was Lord and Taylor department stores in different states and different places. So we ain't only just stay in Midtown Manhattan, you know what I mean? We ventured out. So we decided to hit up a Lord and Taylor in White Plains. And this is how the story go. So yo, this was a crazy rush right here. Some ill heads was a part of this rush right here. But yo, on this day, Voltron linked up. And that's ill. That's the ill part about lowlifes that a lot of people don't recognize or acknowledge. You know what I'm saying? Is that even though lowlifes was a real strong crew, you know what I'm saying, and was like at the top of their game as far as being a collective, within lowlifes, you still had like crews that was within the crew. You know what I'm saying? And one of those crews was called Voltron. You know what I mean? That consisted of like five to like 8 boosters that was like real legendary in the culture and the lifestyle, you know what I'm saying, back in the 90s, you know what I mean, in the late 80s. And yeah, man, it was a crew called Voltron. So I think it was like, I know it was me, Rack Low, Buff, Pup, Spirit, you know what I mean, if I can recall correctly, I think Claiborne, AV, you know what I'm saying, and definitely Star Low, you know what I mean, rest in peace, my man Star Low. That was Voltron, and we used to catch major wreck, you know what I'm saying? Meeting up on St. John's, but not meeting up on St. John's in Utica. We used to link up at, you know what I mean? On Utica, and what's that? Utica and Sterling. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Sterling. At Buffalo Crib, you know what I'm saying? Because the progression of like the meetup spots with lowlifes, it varied like throughout the years, you know what I'm saying? Originally, we always used to meet up, you know what I mean, on St. John's between Rochester and Buffalo Avenues, you know what I mean, in front of AV Crib, you know what I'm saying? Like that was the main location to meet up for all the boosters daily, every morning when it was time to go get money and get paid. We would link up, you know what I'm saying, in front of AV Crib, you know what I'm saying? And then, you know what I mean, as time progressed, you know what I mean, we just started linking up on St. John's and Utica, right on the corner, St. John's and Utica, you know what I mean? That was like the meetup spot for like years, you know what I mean? Like the main location, like the head, it became like the headquarters for like the link up, where everybody just linked up and got ready for the mission, for the boosting spree. And then, you know what I mean, years later, we started linking up, you know what I'm saying, on Utica and Sterling at my man Buffalo Crib, you know what I mean? And then that became like the major spot for like Voltron, you know what I'm saying? And once we met up at Buff Crib, you know what I mean, we linked up and we just, you know what I mean, we went on a journey to get busy. And yeah, so on this particular occasion, we ventured out to White Plains for the Silk Crizzies, you know what I'm saying? The Silk Crizzies was crazy. Like, once them Silk Crizzies hit the market, everybody wanted them, you know what I mean? Everybody wanted them joints, you know what I mean? Everybody wanted to flam them, rock them, floss them, just to, you know what I mean, just to let everybody else know that you was that dude or that female that had that, you know what I mean? And that was like a prized possession, the Silk Crizzy. They had the short sleeve version and the long sleeve version, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, we ventured out to White Plains, you know what I mean, Voltron style. And yeah, I remember correctly, we took the 4 train. We jumped on the 4 train, you know what I'm saying? Rode the 4 train, you know what I mean, past Nevin Street. At some point, we had transferred from the 4 train and caught the 2 train, and we had took the 2 train, you know what I mean, all the way up to the Bronx. You know what I'm saying? I think like to the last stop in the Bronx, and we had caught a bus. We had caught a bus that took us like to like probably like the beginning point of White Plains. That's what the first bus that took us to. You know what I'm saying? So it was like a New York City bus that in the Bronx that I guess went to like to the tip of like White Plains, and then from there we got off that bus and we had to transfer to another bus. And this particular bus took us to the mall, our main destination, which was Lord and Taylor. You know what I mean? So throughout the journey, you know what I mean, niggas bugging out, wilding out, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Doing the crazy low life shit throughout the whole ride and the journey, you know what I'm saying? Scheming, laughing, bugging out, you know what I mean? Writing graffiti, writing up, you know what I mean, on the train with markers and shit, you know what I mean? All that low life bitch shit, doing all the tags and all that. But yeah, so we, you know what I mean, we finally make our way to White Plains, you know what I mean? So as I remember, man, we got off the bus in White Plains. You know what I'm saying? Once we got off the bus in White Plains, we seen Lord and Taylor. You know what I mean? Because that was like the biggest mall, the biggest store in the mall. You know what I mean? Like in that little area they had. You know what I mean? They had like other stores, but Lord and Taylor was like the main department store. So boom, we get off the bus. You know what I mean? We see the spot. We start making our way towards the location. Everybody's thirsty and hungry because, like I said, the Silk Crizzies, that's our aim. To come back to Brooklyn with the Silk Crizzies. So yo, now we all making our way to the spot, Lord and Taylor. We enter Lord and Taylor. You know what I mean? Now remember, from the last story, the Silk Crizzies, it was made for women. It was a women's shirt. So you know what I mean? We already knew that we had to make it to the women's section in order to get those particular shirts. But since it's being our first time going to White Plains and being at this particular Lord and Taylor department store, we didn't really know, you know what I mean, what area the women's section was located in. So, you know, so we just walked around the store for a little, and we so happened to see the polo section for men. So as we got to the low section for men, you know, I seen a salesperson. I was like, sir, do you have like a polo section for women? And he was like, yes. He said, like, he pointed us in the direction of the section for women. You know what I mean? The low section for women. So you know, so we boom. Once he did that, we immediately, yo, I mean, heads were so thirsty. Yo, we just immediately walked in the direction, you know what I mean, where he pointed to, because we already know that once we entered the store, in our minds, we was on camera and we felt like the D's had already seen us, so they would be arriving at any minute, you know what I mean? Or any second, rather. So boom. So now we just like, we make our way to the section. Yo, soon as we enter the ladies' low section, I see like one sales lady, you know what I'm saying? So as we enter, all of us, we came in thirsty, hungry, ready for the taking, you know what I'm saying? Not hesitating 1 second. When we came into the section, I seen the salesperson, and all of a sudden she disappeared. When she disappeared, you know what I'm saying, it was just us in the section. And then all of a sudden, what do we see? We see a rack of Silk Crizzies, short sleeve and long sleeve. So yo, all of us immediately, we just started snatching Silk Crizzies, you know what I mean? 2, 3, 4, whatever you can take, you know what I mean, to make it where it's not noticeable and you can make it out the store, you know what I'm saying? So heads took joints, threw it up their back, you know what I mean? At this time, rest in peace, my little man Star Low, you know what I mean? He was out there with us, you know what I mean? So everybody throwing joints up their back, you know what I mean? Nobody left hangers though. We took hangers and everything because we didn't want to leave no evidence behind, so the D's would know merchandise was taken. So we took hangers and everything. So, you know what I mean? Heads threw it up their backs. I threw a few up Star back, you know what I mean? Pup took some, Spirit. Everybody took joints, you know what I'm saying? And so now, you know what I mean? We making our way to the joint, to the door. as we're making our way to the door, in our minds, we're thinking that, you know what I'm saying, the D's are gonna come. Because we already know, we took all the silk crizzies, the salesperson disappeared, so we like, yo, this shit is gonna be hot in a minute. As we walk into the door. Yo, mind you too, we didn't pop no alarms or nothing. We took all the shirts with the alarms still attached to the shirts because we didn't want to waste no time. It was like a hit and run, in and out. You know what I'm saying? So boom, we walk to the door. As we go to the door, we didn't see no security, no D's. So in our minds, like, yo, they're gonna start rushing us any second now. Any second, the D's is coming. So as we walk into the door, we walk past the alarm box. No D's came. No D's came, and the alarms rang off. You know what I mean? Bang, bang, bang. So now we walking, we all make it outside. With the silk crizzies, now we walking outside, mind you. So we already know how the D's give it up. They usually let you exit the store with the merchandise before they start approaching you to try to apprehend you. So as we all exited the store, we all on point for the rush from the D's. So now we're walking out, everything's going calm and smooth. We don't see we looking around from all directions, you know what I mean? Looking at all the people who can possibly be a D. Nothing's hot, we walk in. We walk right out the door, you know what I mean? Walk, you know what I mean? Up the block a little to like towards like crossing the street. No D's is coming. We like, oh shit, son, we got all these crizzies, no D's coming. This is crazy. So now we like, alright. In order to get back to the train station, we had to get the bus that we got off, but going back in the opposite direction. You know what I'm saying? So, but mind you, the bus stop, where the bus stops at is right across the street from Lord and Taylor. You know what I'm saying? So we like, oh shit. And to walk to the next stop is crazy far. You know what I mean? And plus, we from Brooklyn. We ain't trying to be walking through no white plains. You know what I'm saying? We don't know what's that about. So we ain't trying to do that. So we just stood, you know what I mean? Everybody who had merchandise, we just like told them to like, you know what I mean? Like to stand distant from each other, have a little distance between each other, just in case the D's try to come. And yeah, you know what I mean? If they try to rush us, you know what I mean, as we're standing there waiting for the bus, at least, you know what I'm saying, they wouldn't know who's who. They'll have some time, you know what I mean? Like they wouldn't know. So, you know what I mean? Whoever had the merch will have an opportunity to bolt and slide, you know what I mean? Or do what they had to do to get, you know what I mean? To stash the merch even further. So, you know what I mean? They wouldn't be hemmed up. Boom, yeah, so now, so yeah, we waiting for the bus now, you know, like just, you know what I mean? Just still scoping out the whole scenery. Just making sure, you know what I mean, nothing awkward happened, you know what I mean? And just remaining on point. So boom, now the bus finally pull up. You know what I mean? We at the bus stop, but it's not only us at the bus stop, it's mad other people. Well, not, you know what I mean, not too many people, but probably like 2 or 3 other people, you know what I mean, regular passengers that's also entering the bus, you know what I'm saying? So boom, we all get on the bus. Everybody got their silk crizzies, you know what I'm saying? All happy, excited, already know. We made history, son. If we make it back to Brooklyn, we made history. You know what I'm saying? So boom, we all on a bus now and excited. You know what I mean? Still on point because you just never know. Even though we got away from the spot itself, you know what I mean? The D's could still pull up, police could pull up. So, you know what I mean? We didn't take out no merchandise. You know what I mean? We just still on point, playing it cool. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So now, boom, the bus make it back. The bus make it back to the point of where we have to transfer to another bus to make it back to New Rochelle. Because that was the starting point, New Rochelle, to make it to White Plains. You know what I'm saying? So boom, we made it back to that first location. So we had to get to the second bus to get back, you know what I mean, to White Plains, the start of White Plains, to make it back to the Bronx. You know what I'm saying? So boom, we went through all of those steps. You know what I'm saying? Got both buses back, made it back to the 2 train. You know what I mean? Back to New York, And now we on a 2 train. We going back to Brooklyn now, you know what I'm saying? Just chilling, amped up. Yo, we started pulling out the Silk Crizzies, you know what I mean, after we started, like, you know what I mean, approaching, you know what I mean, the Bronx, because we felt like, yo, we know what I mean, we pretty much got away. We started pulling out the Silk Crizzies, everybody flaming, excited, crazy excited, full of energy. You know what I'm saying? Just talking mad shit. You know what I'm saying? That was a real crazy big score. You know what I'm saying? For the young lowlifes, bro. You know what I'm saying? These are the young lowheads out here giving it up, getting low down and dirty for that paper. You know what I'm saying? So, yo, we make it back to St. John's, you know what I'm saying? And as we're walking down Utica, you know what I mean, towards Lincoln, you know what I mean, approaching St. John's, you know what I mean? We see Frankie Bull, another legendary booster, live money taker, you know what I'm saying? From the low life legacy, you know what I'm saying? We see Frankie Bull. So, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, we had crazy Silk Crizzies. And Pup Low he probably had like 5 or 6, Pup. Cause Pup was thirsty. Pup got busy on the Mia, you know what I'm saying? He always took multiple, you know what I'm saying? He never took just 1 or 2. My son got busy. He always kept it thorough. So, yo, you know what I mean? When we saying Frankie Bull, you know what I mean? Frankie Bull, you know what I mean, was kicking it with Pup, and Pup, you know what I mean, blessed Frankie Bull with one of the Silk Crizzies. Somehow Frankie Bull got one of the Silk Crizzies, you know what I'm saying? So now, like I said, it's a Friday, you know what I'm saying? So since it's a Friday and we fresh and fly and dip, just came back from White Plains with the Silk Polo Crizzies, Silk Crizzy shirts, you know what I'm saying? No boosters at this time had them, you know what I'm saying? It was only one booster, rest in peace, Little's from FAP.